Okay, okay guys, so look at the 55, looks amazing, doesn't it? It's actually clear for once with the Oscars, it's never this clear. It's because of that brand spanking new Marineland C220 canister filter. That thing is awesome. Right there's its outflow, and as you can see, there's a really good amount of flow coming out of it. Now look at the power head. Power head is just a little tiny 110 gallon per hour. I have a better one coming. But you can see right there, that's not from the power head, because the power head flows over here, right there. That's in the back of the tank, and that's coming out of the canister filter return. And right there's the intake. It's a small intake. It's not too huge. It doesn't take up a lot of space or anything. So that's really good. Pacu's huge. Oscars are huge. Pacu's going to be staying in that tank. And the Oscars got their 75 gallon. It is out in the garage with water in it. And I am awaiting to see that, and make sure it doesn't leak. And then it's going to be coming to my room. I got it for free. It's used. The guy got it used for free, and he gave it to me for free. And it had all this nasty white caulk all over it, and it's scratched up, and it had all this nasty grease stains and scraped off silicone that was not completely gone, and it was just horrible. The stank was all about falling apart. So screwed together the stand with 3.5-inch deck screws. I'm debating whether painting it or not. I have paint in the garage, satin black, and that's what I've used to paint that tank stand with. And yeah, it's just a simple tank stand he built, or the guy before him built, I don't know. And yeah, so I spent about 5 hours of my life in there scraping it off the caulk with a razor blade. There's not one piece of caulk left. I scrubbed all that stuff off with scrub brushes. I used a razor blade. What all did I use? I used a putty knife. I used all kinds of stuff to get that caulk off. There's not one piece of that white caulk left on there that's not supposed to be there. There's just a little bit and one crack that happened on the bar thing, but he glued it back together with like Gorilla Glue or something. You couldn't break that thing. Took all that caulk off of there because it just looked horrible. I'm like, you got to reseal this, but no, it's held together by Gorilla Glue or some super glue or something, because it was hard and stuck together real good. But yeah, so 75 gallons out in the garage. I'm gonna take the heater out of that tank down there and put it in the 55, and take the 55's heater and put it in the 75, along with Penguin Bio Wheel 350, and then the new Marineland 220 C220. I'm gonna take this filter, this little tiny 100 gallon per hour one, put on there. That one's gonna have 500 gallons per hour filtration. 75 is gonna have 570, and this tank's gonna have 750 gallons per hour filtration. So it's not what I like for filtration. I usually like to turn my tanks over about 15 times an hour. I mean, this one right now is 850 gallons per hour on its 55. So I mean, it's turning over like 14 times an hour or something. I don't know. I don't feel like doing the math, but it's turning over quite a bit. It's really clear, other than the fact that the filter pads are dirty and I need to change them, but I haven't got around to that because I've had other stuff to do. Yep, and it's all dirty and nasty and gunked up and full. There's this filter floss jammed inside of these. But that's what the 75 will be going tomorrow. I was going to set it up in there, take water out of this tank, take water out of that tank, set up the filters on there, and get everything all set up, put the substrate in there, heater, get all the bacteria started, and put the fish in there soon afterwards, because I'm going to use old water that I already have, what do you want to call it, cultured, I guess is what I want to call it. Now there's that new plant I got. It is gorgeous until my pleco or my alligator or one of the cleaner fish, because that doesn't look like teeth marks to me, but I think it was one of the pleco or the alligator, decided to go up there, suck on a leaf, and of course it's not plastic plant leaves like the rest of these except for the Nubius, which is tore up too, and the leaves are softer because of that, so I just ripped the holes all in the leaves, which made me mad, but they haven't gotten any bigger today, so hopefully they won't do that again, and they'll just fix themselves, the plant. And the plant was only cost 63 cents though, so I can't be mad really, because it's just a little tiny plant. I got my new 10K Core Life bulbs, and then the hood and lights. If anybody didn't see the past couple videos, I got those. Then down there's a 37. It's rocking down there. Over here, yep, keep blinding guys. Oh, here's a pond canister filter. It had a some kind of watt UV sterilizer. That's those foams in here and everything. It's all nice and wet and it's nasty and gross. But I can't use it till I get new O-rings. The O-rings suck. It's been sitting in my grandpa's barn for like a year or whatever, and the O-rings have dried up. So unless I'm gonna put Vaseline or something in there to either make it sealed, or I'm going to have to get new O-rings because it does not hold water. It has a really slow drip to it, and it's even a slow drip is still a drip. So I don't want no water on the floor. So yeah, but that's the 55. As you can see, it is pretty much spotless going through there, especially for an Oscar tank. That's like great in my opinion. And then it's really clear this way. And you see those reflective of those stupid lights, the reflection. I got a MaxiJet 1200 in the mail. That's gonna arrive in like Wednesday or something, Saturday. So yeah, and that's just the 400 version. It's 110 gallons per hour. The new MaxiJet's going to be going to 75, and that's going to have in power head form because the wave maker form is just too powerful, and my Oscars don't like the current as much as the pacu does. So I'm going to make that back to wave maker once the circulation pump. Once the Oscars are out of here, I'm going to put the new MaxiJet in the 75 to give some circulation, so that way the filters can suck up any junk, because as you can see, they're not long enough to reach down to the gravel, so it kind of needs a little bit of current in there to agitate the stuff to mix it up in the water column for it to be sucked out of the tank then, so that way I can just change the filter cartridges, be good, and then do the weekly water changes where you suck out all the debris and everything. Otherwise it builds up really quick and makes the water cloudy. So yeah, it's the 55 and it's rocking, and then I'll show you a quick video of the 75. Okay, here you go.